most of you that I know or that I've talked to or that I've held space with or related with in some way, at some point we talk about low drama or the drama triangle together as a sort of like orientation to figuring out what am I creating in my life, what's going on in my life. And I'm making this video today because every time that I've either delivered this in a space I'm holding or talked to you about it in a space of relating, it was actually incomplete. And let me tell you the other part to complete it. So a drama triangle looks like this. A triangle has 3 points. And at the bottom is the role of the victim. And then the 2 points is a role of a persecutor and the role of a rescuer. So this triangle is called the low drama triangle because it is a dynamic of interaction and relating between people, or even just inside of one person's way of relating to the world. And it's based on unconscious. It's an unconscious dynamic of relating. And there's actually a central part here, and it is joy. It's unconscious joy, and it's fueled by your underworld and the part that runs your underworld or executes your underworld in your life. The victim, the role of the victim really uses an unconscious feeling to source being in that place. The feeling or the unconscious emotion that the victim uses is sadness. And the persecutor, in order to persecute the victim, uses unconscious anger. And the rescuer uses unconscious fear to rescue the victim from the persecutor, or even from the persecutor. So this is the low drama triangle, also called the drama triangle. So many of you that I talk to, that I interact with, you know this. We use this to self-identify. We use this to identify patterns in each other's lives, even to kind of give each other clarity about what we're creating, who we are, how we're interacting with the world. The part that I was missing is that there is another map. There is another triangle. And this drama triangle also has 3 points. But this triangle, this drama triangle, is of conscious purpose. And you could call it the high drama triangle. So the high drama triangle also has 3 points, where at the bottom, conscious sadness is used, and the archetype that is fulfilled is the lover or the village weaver. So I'll write lover or village weaver. And that this point in the high drama triangle uses conscious sadness as its main resource, as its main creation power. And over here, what was the persecutor using unconscious anger to persecute the victim is now the warrior. It is the archetype of using conscious anger to take a stand for something, to protect something, to declare a boundary, to become a boundary. So this is the warrior. And the warrior uses conscious anger. And the third point here in the unconscious triangle is the rescuer. But when a person gets access to their fear consciously, they the archetype that gets open is like this mage or this magician. All right, mage here. So it's when someone can use the power of their conscious fear to create, which really is like this precision tool of discernment, is really how I experience it. And at the center here is joy. And conscious joy really creates the archetypal adult, the man or the woman. It creates the space holder. It can create like the king or queen that, I mean, not king or queen of a kingdom, of a hierarchy, but more like an adult woman or an adult man who becomes a space holder even for something bigger than themselves. So far, the way I've related to this map is in the low drama triangle and using it almost as a lens or a map to see inside of myself, how am I engaging in low drama in my life? And although this has been a great tool of introspection, it did not give me somewhere to go. So for me in my life, I've had this experience where sadness is a resource that I have plenty of since I was a kid. I don't have a problem accessing my sadness. It pours out. Some of you know this. And even the ones, people in my circle, friends, family, that the way I relate to you is I see that you have anger. Anger is more, comes through you with more ease, it's more part of your design. It's more part of who you are. And so for me, it's been sadness. And most of my life, most or all of my adult life, I've really used my sadness to position myself in the world as a victim. And it's not good or bad, because really it's neutral in a way. It has created, to a degree, what I have and how my life is so much sourced from this dynamic. So the piece that I was missing was that actually my sadness, I don't need to not feel it. When my sadness can shift to conscious sadness, it actually becomes a tool that I can use for pulling my lovers closer to me, for activating the lover within me, for really every single tear being part of the web of my village that designs my village, creates my village, calls my village into action, brings my village closer. And without this other map, I was in a place where I could see this in myself and I had nowhere to go. So now with this other place to go, for example, if, do you find yourself kind of operating your life with a lot of anger? Are you a victim of something and then persecuting your partner? Are you just always angry and blaming, and it's always the fault of the man in your life, for example? Well, this is a signal that you're here on the triangle, that I would guess that some way you're a victim of something, and so you're persecuting another. Okay, the invitation here is, when you get access to your anger in a conscious way and it shifts, you actually wake up the part of you that is a warrior, that is here to serve a piece of clarity, whether it's no to something or yes to something, that your conscious anger is in service to that. And same with fear. When I'm in low drama, my fear is really bad. It's so scary, whatever's happening. I have to avoid, I have to save myself or save someone from what they're experiencing. When I start to get access to experiencing my fear as something conscious, something that is giving me information, but I'm Melissa, the adult, gets to choose, then my fear becomes these tools for magic. It tells me, it almost gives me information about precision, impeccability, go, stop, a little more, a little less. And from there, I can be a mage. I can use those resources for sourcing something other than saving myself or saving someone. So this conscious side of the map really is key to, okay, if I'm in low drama, if you're in low drama, what else is possible? Well, here's what else is possible with what you're feeling. Shifting it to a conscious relationship. Conscious meaning you have awareness, but you can also apply the information in action. Then you get this point here of choice. Some people call it authenticity. It's this moment where, for me, I experience it that there's enough space in my field where I'm not burdened by stories or have-tos or dynamics of who's hurting me, what am I a victim of, anything, any kind of self-righteous story that I create. I get a space from that. And with the information from my sadness, my anger, my fear, my joy, as something I have awareness of, something I can hear, something I can feel and experience, and still be an adult and make a decision from there. This is space. This is spaciousness for me. This is freedom. This is freedom from the shackles and restraints that my parents gave me, that my doing the same thing as my mother gave me, by believing what a woman should be or what a mother should be or what it is to be a good mother is. I get a sort of freedom from that. And it shows up mostly in my central space here, like in my heart space. And then I can walk in the world really with more of myself, being more centered, having more of my energy closer to me and less of it in the stories that are fueling this low drama triangle. So I'm sharing this with you because we've already talked about this. We've talked about low drama. I suspect you even know where you are on the low drama triangle at most times. Okay, so what does it take to shift into a conscious relating with your feelings, that they become a source for fueling high drama, which is basically your feelings being in service to you, your being, your purpose coming more alive, and you having more choice in that space. I'll post a few links below that will show you the map more clearly and say a few things about it. And that's it for now. Thank you.